one of the biggest problems Kyle is facing. Let's talk about that right now. So this problem is a lack of water because the weather's getting hotter. Summers are definitely hotter. It's above 100 degrees even before the official start of summer. These 100-degree days go well into September and sometimes even into October. This is such a big problem because it's combining the lack of water with Kyle's rapid growth. Kyle's population has grown 8% every year. This has led to a lot of restrictions in Kyle for residents, including a watering schedule for lawns, and you can't wash your car, you have to go to one of the car washes. Lucky for Kyle, it has plenty of car washes, and some people have even called it the car wash capital of Texas. You can actually see the effects of this. There's been dried up riverbeds and dried up creeks. Residents are worried about their foundation when the ground gets real dry. We talked to the foundation guru who said it's the rapid change from dry to wet that can really be the problem, which is a problem because in Texas it goes from very, very dry to flash floods almost instantaneously. Kyle gets its water from Canyon Lake, which last I've heard is 57% full. Homes and businesses in Kyle needed 4,382 more gallons of water per minute at peak consumption times last year than the city could supply. So there's temporary solutions that the city of Kyle has kind of implemented to make sure the water consumption isn't as rapid as it once was. One of these solutions is to purchase water from San Marcos, which is a city just south of Kyle. Kyle is borrowing 450,000 gallons of water per day from San Marcos, which comes from the St. Edwards Aquifer. This is costing Kyle $23,000 per month that they pay to the city of San Marcos. So naturally, I was wondering if San Marcos has the same water problems we're having. How can they afford to just give us or sell us all this water? According to Kyle City Council member Laura Lee Harris, San Marcos has not grown as rapidly as they anticipated, so they do have an extra supply of water, which they can conveniently sell to Kyle. So this borrowing of water, along with the Kyle restrictions, is the temporary solution to this problem. But what's the long-term solution? So basically, long-term solution is to get water from the Carrizo-Wilcox Aquifer and pipe it into Kyle. According to Kyle's mayor, Travis Mitchell, this is a plan that's been in the works for 17 years. The water was supposed to be here already in 2024, but because of the pandemic, it got delayed. But as this video is being made, 85 miles of pipe is being built from this aquifer and coming into Kyle. It's going to get stored in these local huge storage tanks, and this pipeline should be working by early 2025. Kyle also just approved a zero-scaping rebate program. And the city definitely is encouraging more native plants and residential water storage tanks. So people living in Kyle or thinking about moving here might actually need to picture more of a landscape that looks like Arizona with less green, lush front lawns and backyards and more zero-scaping or stone yards. We're not exactly sure that's the way it's going to look, but it's something to consider. It has led to the city threatening to fine people who aren't following the lawn watering schedule. It also leads to neighbors kind of calling the city if they see their neighbors watering, so it's not a great situation. Hopefully the pipeline will relieve these restrictions. People can water their lawn a little bit more than once or twice every 2 weeks. There are certainly concerns about the long-term plan for Kyle. What happens when the Carrizo-Wilcox Aquifer starts to dry up? What happens when other towns around Austin and San Antonio start running out of water like Kyle and they have to tap into all these water resources also? The mayor did address development and how they're going to handle all this suburban sprawl, and it was during a city council meeting he said, and I'm paraphrasing, the suburban neighborhoods with big lawns that need to be watered are what use the majority of the water. More dense housing usually uses less water. So that's definitely a part of Kyle's plan, is to build more dense housing that uses less water. There's also steps individual families and people can take. I'll put that link in the description, things like using low flow shower heads and kitchen appliances that use less water. So all Texas is facing this water crisis one way or another. It just seems to be emphasized in Kyle because of the rapid growth met with the drought conditions. If you have any suggestions on how to solve this problem, short-term or long-term, please comment. I'd love to see your suggestions. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.